You beautiful people, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. And honestly, I'm starting a series with the Heartbreak series, so I hope you guys enjoy this. And we're going to be talking about the Bible verse, Psalm 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds. The person that God has for you will work out for you. And that's going to be the title of today's video because, sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes people leave our lives. Sometimes we have to leave people's lives and we have to just move on and go on. Now, during this process, whenever we are struggling, it's going to be very hard, but also you're going to learn new things about yourself. You're going to learn new areas of your life that you can basically improve on. And that's also a very beautiful thing. Because when you are transitioning and becoming more of a woman of God, a man of God, it's such a beautiful thing. And think about it like this. If you want a Christ-filled relationship, you have to build with Christ first. You can't expect it to come. You can't expect it to be thrown at your lap. So if you're wanting a woman of God, if you're wanting a man of God, are you those things? Are you working on building that relationship with Christ? Are you working on basically trying to follow God, trying to chase God? Because that's the thing. If you don't have God's love, you're not going to be able to bring it into a relationship that you're trying to fulfill. And that's the thing. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, God has the special person for you, but sometimes we're just not patient. And patience is so important because when you try to rush a relationship, whenever you try to basically just try to control it and don't let it just flow naturally, you'll understand that it's not going to work out. You're going to have some resistance. Because I'll give you an example. I can relate to that. Whenever you're rushing a relationship, it will fall apart sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta let God take care of it. You have to let God just let it unfold for you, okay? It's also a very beautiful thing. So God heals the broken heart. He heals us. He heals us every single day. Whenever you're in those, the midst of a storm, whenever you're struggling, whenever you're going through that process of heartbreak, it sucks in that time. It sucks in that time. But God will never leave you during those times. And these are the times, and they are so mandatory to keep praying. Open up the Bible, go to church, get into a group and talk to people and talk about the things that you're going through. Because it's not good sometimes whenever you let these emotions, you let them bottle up and then you express them in hatred and anger and you lash out at everybody. God has the right person for you, my friend. He does. But stop trying to rush his process for you. Right now, when you are single in isolation, these are the times to chase God. Chase him. Understand him. Understand his love. Understand his promise for you because he has a beautiful purpose for you. And he has the right person for you too. So when you're trying to rush it on your time, when you're trying to control things on your time, you're going to understand things will not work out. Things will not work out. So you have to be patient. You can't expect to have a Christ-filled relationship if you don't have an intimate relationship with Christ. And that's just the harsh truth. So during these times, work on building that relationship with God. And then he will bring you the right person for you, and then you'll be equally yoked. There are some cases where you're just unequally yoked. You both can be Christians, but sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes that's just not the person that's just meant for you. And that's okay. That's okay. The best thing that you can do, wish them the best, give them love and kindness, and move on. And move on. Well, yeah, but they hurt me. Who cares? It's life, okay? Who cares? Forgive them. Forgive them. Because you're going to understand when you don't forgive people that hurt you, you will have this bitterness. You will have this hatred. You would have this resentment. And why would you do that to yourself? You're just going to suffer. So forgive them. Love them. Move on because God has someone way more greater for you that is right for you. Just because something didn't work out doesn't mean your life is completely over. It means that doesn't mean you're never gonna find love again. But whenever we are going through heartbreak, we kind of have that mindset where we're like, I'm never gonna find anyone like her. She was different. He was different. Guys, it's okay. You're gonna find somebody that is right for you. But it is mandatory. It is so mandatory to chase your best self, become closer with God, and then the right things will come to you. So slow down. The right things will come at the right time and God will provide the right time. When you are pursuing Christ, whenever you have Christ-honoring habits, your whole world will actually start to change. When you're actually living for Christ, when you're basically not gossiping, you're not lusting, you're not sinning, you're trying to basically become a better person. for Christ, you're trying to become a better person overall, it will start to change. And the thing is, we try and rush the process. Whenever we're going with God, we try to rush that process with Him. But you just have to slow down sometimes. You have to slow down. Let God guide you during this process. Let Him show you His unconditional love. Because we're always chasing all these things, materialistic stuff. We're chasing love. We're chasing all this. We're chasing validation. What you need to be chasing is God's love. Because that's where you'll find the fullness in your heart. So, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and I will see you in the next one.